Good morning, I'm Councillor Glen, and this is my weekly update for Saturday, January the 11th, 2025. Happy New Year. It's my first update here of the new year. I hope you had a great break. This morning I'm at Bandmaster Park in the Fairwinds neighborhood. I'm at the skating rink here, one of 14 outdoor rinks in Stittsville. I'll talk a little bit about those in a moment. Great place to check out if you're looking for some outdoor skating. Thank you to Luke and all the volunteers who maintain Bandmaster Park here in Fairwinds. Wanted to start today and send some condolences to the family and friends of Doreen Bell. She passed away last month at age 93, and she was a longtime volunteer and leader here in our community. Very involved with the Stittsville Globe and Horticultural Society. She was a teacher at Stittsville Union Public School, that's going way back, and a very active member at St. Thomas Anglican Church. In fact, it's at St. Thomas today at 11 a.m. where there will be a funeral service. So if you knew Doreen, friends, neighbors, perhaps something that you'd like to attend today, there's a really good profile of Doreen and her contributions to the community at stittsvillecentral.ca. So check that out. And again, condolences to her family and her many, many friends here in the Stittsville community. It has been a busy week getting into 2025 here. OC Transpo launched the new Lines 2 and 4 LRT service. I was there on Monday morning when it launched. The ridership has been very good. It's been up and running, no significant issues, which is great. It's not open on the weekends though. They're leaving for the first couple weeks only Monday to Friday service. And that's because usually the train runs 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. So that means there's only a 6-hour window overnight for any kind of maintenance. And what they wanted to do in the first few weeks of operation was to leave the weekends open just for any adjustments or maintenance, anything extra that needed to be done. Now it's running really well. So if we have another good week next week, I imagine it won't be long before they start up the Saturday service. So watch for news on that. But this weekend, it's not running, but it'll be back up and running on Monday. Really encourage you to go check it out. It's a really great system, a really smooth ride. It runs from Bayview through Little Italy, Dow's Lake, Carleton University, South Keys, Ottawa South, or Riverside South rather, and also a spur line over to the airport. And when I was on Monday morning, there were people heading to the airport with suitcases and people getting off planes and hopping onto the train as well. The station is right at the end of the terminal. It's right part of the airport, so really convenient there for travelers. Maybe not the most useful for people coming in from Stittsville, but for people who live along that train line or live downtown or live a little closer to the airport, definitely a good option. And as we get the western part of LRT reaching as far as Moody in the next couple of years, it's going to become a useful link for people in Canada and Stittsville as well. It's been very cold this week. It's a little warmer today. It feels warmer today. Wanted to remind folks, Ottawa Public Health is a really good resource on their webpage about cold weather and some safety tips, and also a map of all of the places in Ottawa where you can go to get warm. So that's at ottawapublichealth.ca. And if you do see someone in the community who you think may need a check-in, may be in distress, you can call 311. If it's a medical emergency, though, and they really need help urgently, please call 911 so that we can send out some help there. And because it's cold, it's been good for the Rideau Canal. It opens this morning. It's also been good for our neighborhood rinks. We have 14 neighborhood rinks in Stittsville. They are all run 100% by volunteers. They do get some assistance with equipment and sometimes some financing from the City of Ottawa, but they are volunteer run. So thank you to all the volunteers who help out. Most rinks are looking for more volunteers. They always need some more help with flooding the rink, with shoveling the rink, maybe organizing an event. So if you live near a rink or your family uses the rink, please consider helping out. And if you want to email me or message me, I would be happy to connect you with the lead volunteer at each rink. And I know they'd really appreciate some more help. And a big thanks to everybody who helps to maintain these rinks. It's a great to have in our community. One other thing, Follow the posted signage, follow the rules at the rink. Sometimes hockey is allowed, sometimes it's not allowed. Sometimes there's different times of day where it is and isn't allowed. The other one is if a rink is closed, usually due to weather, stay off of it. If it's a mushy, soft rink, and just don't go on the rink because it's really hard for the volunteers to keep it maintained if you do that. We have registration open now for a big meeting coming up at the end of the month on January 28th. It's a primary care health hub information meeting. We're going to provide some information about some challenges around primary care in our community and some potential solutions as well. So registration is open on my website. It's free. We just have to kind of plan for numbers and make sure we have enough room on January 28th. Coming up next week, January 14th, at the Committee of Adjustment, there is a Stittsville file, 425 Culdaff, that's near Doreen in the Connections neighborhood. There is a apartment building proposed, and they would like to get an exemption to have less parking than what the zoning currently requires. And on January 15th, the 37 Wildpine file is coming to Planning and Housing Committee. This is an apartment as well at the end of Wildpine. A note on that one is we have been able to get about 60% of that land will be transferred to the city to be preserved as a natural space. So that's good news. I know there's still some concerns about traffic safety and construction impact, which we will be addressing through the site plan. But anyways, information on both 37 Wildpine and the 425 Culdaff are both available on my website. You can go to glengower.ca/development, where you can also see updates about all of the 20 or so development files that are active in Stittsville. If you're on my website, glengower.ca, we post information almost every day. Check out information about automated speed enforcement or traffic cameras, speed cameras. There's a new one that opened just before the holidays on Stittsville, Maine, near Holy Spirit School. Vacant Unit Tax, the portal to make your yearly declaration is now open. The deadline is in March, I believe. And we are hiring in my office for a counselor assistant to help with our casework, which is all the problem solving we do for residents. So you can find all that information on my website, including our event calendar at glengower.ca/events. Today there is an e-waste drop-off at Lionhearts on Iber Road. So it's a fundraiser for Lionhearts. They're a great organization that helps with food insecurity, fighting food insecurity. And they're doing an e-waste drop-off. I believe it's 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., but check my website to be sure on that. Couple things to wrap up. Number one is a reminder about snowmobiles. Snowmobiles are not permitted within Stittsville, not on the Trans-Canada Trail, not on any other trail, and not in local parks. There's just too many people and too much potential conflict and hazard from that. You can use snowmobiles a little further west, past Westridge along the Trans-Canada Trail, going out to the rural area, but not in the urban area. This is something that Ottawa Police go out regularly to do enforcement blitzes, so just please follow those rules. Do not use your snowmobile within this built-up part of Stittsville. And we have a new business in Stittsville. It's always great to celebrate a new business. The Green Fresh Supermarket is now open next to the Value Village. I think it's the old Bed Bath & Beyond spot. Great to have another food store. It's a Asian food store, so Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, Korean, a really exciting variety of food there. Maybe the most eclectic and just the biggest produce section I've seen in Stittsville. Definitely worth checking out. Welcome to the community Green Fresh Supermarket. Also want to say, sad to hear that a couple of local shops are closing. Handfashioned Fine Crafts and Kiddie Kobbler here in Stittsville as well. Thank you to Kim from Handfashioned and Joanne from Kiddie Kobbler for being a part of our Stittsville community. Never a good thing when local businesses close, and it's you've been a really important part. Some really interesting stores with great service in our community. They both are still open and have some sales going on. Please go in and tell them thank you for being a part of the Stittsville community. But it's also a good reminder we need to support our local businesses. They are what makes our community a special, great place to live. So today, it's a Saturday, tomorrow and Sunday, go out and spend some money at a local shop, a local restaurant, and show them some love, show them some support. Let's make sure we have a strong and vibrant local business scene here in Stittsville. That's it for me here today. Thank you for watching. Happy New Year again. I hope you have a great week, and I hope you get a chance to get out and explore your neighborhood. It's actually, I think it's going to be a pretty nice day. Go out for a skate, go for a walk. Maybe not enough snow for cross-country ski, but please get outside and explore. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you here next week. Bye-bye.